I'm Daisy. I grew up as an atheist. I'm a science student and I would like to do research in the future. I think that religion does not promote critical thinking and logic, so it is not good for humanity's development. That's why I'm an atheist.
High schools around the United States find themselves on the horns of a dilemma. Until recently, dropout rates due to teen pregnancy were on the rise. So far, when the time has come to find people to try and influence kids to finish school first, the first individuals in line for the job have usually been from one religious background or another. There's no reason why such people can't be used to motivate kids in that direction, at least as long as they're not slipping in invitations to their favorite church in the process. Recently, El Paso schools had to postpone a talk by Jason Everett from a Catholic group called the Chastity Project for fear that he might present the issue from a religious point of view. Everett denies that this is the case, but there are plenty of reports indicating that the emphasis on staying in school soon strays into other areas of behavior that clearly resemble church doctrine, such as premarital sex, or for that matter, the admonition that couples must be married at all. Some speculate that it is school officials themselves that are to blame for the confusion. In this case, Everett was not subjected to the normal vetting process that the El Paso schools are supposed to use when inviting outside speakers, who incidentally are paid speaking fees for their service. Based on media reports, the postponement turned into a permanent cancellation at one El Paso school, but Everett's dance card is full around the country otherwise. Masad Banassad, in his 2014 book Destructive and Terrorist Cults, A New Kind of Slavery, and in a more recent interview, tells how during his youth when he was a university student, he was persuaded to join a group known as Mujahideen-e-Khalq, or MEK, that was instrumental in overthrowing the Shah in 1979, but failed to overthrow the Ayatollah Khomeini who followed. Convinced by the same idealism that was stated to drive the Arab Spring a few years ago, Banassad came to realize that the driving force behind the organization was the lust for power of one man who would abandon one cause and take up another so long as it kept his followers in peace. The psychology of cult activity is well understood, by psychologists at least, but even unwary people of solid backgrounds in education can fall prey to them, and before they know it, find themselves unable to break free. The cult fills a void in their lives and provides a sense of purpose, and it often doesn't matter what the purpose is, so long as the leader can keep that sense of purpose at the forefront, allowing followers to think of little else. Banassad says the one thing that can allow cult followers to seek escape are thoughts of an earlier time, with family in a peaceful setting. Even if you can escape the cult alive, you can find that you no longer fit into normal society. The adjustment can be hard for some, impossible for others. What then of the many cults today who vie for power in parts of the world where entire generations have never led a normal life, and children are trained to hate and make war from their earliest years? Kabbalah is thought to have originated in the 12th or 13th centuries as a form of mystic Judaism, and has persisted to this day in one form or another. One modern charismatic Kabbalist leader, Rabbi Yoshiyahu Yosef Pinto, is based in Israel, but can be frequently found in New York, where followers believe that he can bless a business deal and ensure its success. He is said to have amassed a personal fortune, possibly around $19 million, by means that have not yet been fully documented. Investigations begun by enemies within his organization in 2014 soon garnered the interest of journalists in America, and then Israeli authorities. At that point, things began to crumble around the man, culminating in a conviction in Israeli courts that will require him to serve most of a year-long jail sentence. Attempting to avoid this, he fled to New York and claimed that a medical condition would prevent his travel back to Israel. Although Pinto is stated to be above and uninvolved in much of the trouble that surrounds his organization, involvement in shady business deals, pornography, and other goings-on that don't make for a good biography have led at least one person to commit suicide and others to abandon association with him. Now Israel is demanding Pinto's return, saying that they will provide care for whatever medical condition he claims to have.